It's prologue number 2 in the Southampton Road to Glory series here on FIFA 22, and with 7 games left in the Premier League within, we've got a hell of a tough one. We have fixtures in this video coming up against the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and Leicester as well. Last time out, you've missed a hell of an episode, so feel free to give that a good look and come back to this video of course as well. You've missed an absolute corker and there's a lot to check out, to catch up on. Of course, if you do like the content from the channel, be that good guy and hit the like button and smash subscribe as well to help this channel grow together. If you're a Saints fan, or indeed even if you're not, bring me some comments to the party as well. Give me some local lingo, give me some chants for the Saints and give me some good crack for Southampton as we can incorporate that into the series going forwards. For now, we've got a game against Chelsea to look forward to now. It's Southampton versus Chelsea then at St Mary's on a lovely sunny day, and things get even brighter on the onset here for Southampton as Nathan Redmond links up with Jordan Larson. Lovely little turn from him, he feeds in Nathan Redmond and it's a superb drilled finish from him that makes Southampton take the lead for 1-0. They couldn't have asked for a better start to proceedings and they'll happily take that up in the early stages of the game. Wonderful link of play between Larson and Redmond, become a little bit of a partnership in the absence of Adam Armstrong. Chelsea look to hit back straight away though. Kai Havertz with far too much pace for Jan Bednarek, who's out of position. Havertz looks to go all the way, comes inside and looks to feed in Pulisic, who's saved by the legs of Badia. Then in the second half then Nathan Redmond again linking up with Jordan Larson. Ward-Prowse looks up and tries to dink it into Larson and it's headed away nicely. Nathan Redmond tries the overhead effort just outside the box. I'm not really sure why. I think he saw his name up in lights here, but he's immediately regretting it. Would have been quite the goal though. We've had a couple of outs for goal of the season so far. Chelsea desperately looking to even the game up then, and Reece James finds N'Golo Kante and Lukaku snapshot saved well from Badia with a strong right hand. Chelsea pile the pressure forwards and some nice link of play from them. Finds it on the left hand side here for Alonso, and Lukaku with an absolutely brilliant header somehow saved from Badia. Marcus Alonso rather, not Xabi Alonso. Ball chipped forward and we could have wrapped the game up there with 2-0, but it's a horrible second touch from Jordan Larson on his wrong foot. Allows the ball to come away and Nathan Redmond shot from the edge of the area, saved by Kepa. The pressure piles forwards then in the latter stages of the game as Chelsea look for an equalising goal. Again on that left hand side, this time with Mason Mount drills the pass forwards and it's somehow saved by the legs of Badia. How many times has he kept us in the game? How many points has he won for us this half of the season? Absolutely superb from him again. And in the dying seconds of the game, N'Golo Kante rushes through and it's a drilled shot that just squeezes wide of the near post, and all the home supporters had their hearts in their mouths for sure. The score remains at 1-0 and we'll happily take that. Chelsea wasteful, but Southampton continue onwards and upwards in their pursuit of 6th place in the Europa League next season. 2 home games in a row then for the Saints, as this time they entertain Arsenal and again look to start the game on the front foot with numbers going forwards, and it's Martinelli feeding in Larson, who volleys straight at Bernardo, who saved it well there. And if we take a closer look at the replay, he smashed it straight at the goalkeeper, who's ended up palming it onto the post. Desperately unlucky for the home side. Arsenal, the visiting side, open us up like a tin of beans here, and Aubameyang is really unlucky not to take the lead for the Gunners, and Southampton end up hooking it away. Delicious ball fed onto the right hand side there for Nico Malamed. He looks up, chipped ball in, and it's volleyed, just sort of touched by Jordan Larson. He kind of bottled that really, should have done better, and that's what Jose Von thinks as well, not impressed. Space in which to move here for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang rather, and he takes his time to place a shot. A wonderful save from Edgar Badia yet again for the Saints. Ward-Prowse looks up and Walker Peters making some advanced runs, feeds in Malamed again. His combination with Jordan Larson is ended up with a superb finish. Look at that volley from the main man and he's hoisted into the end, quite rightly so. What a goal that is to take the lead at the end of the first half. Nico Malamed again proving why he's worth the money invested in him. And a little bit of Paolo Di Canio about that volley. Absolutely sensational stuff from Larson. 3 foot in the air, and Leno can't get a hand on it. Brilliant work from the home side. Jose Fonte's quite animated about that, isn't he? He enjoyed what he saw. And it's 5-9 then for Jordan Larson, who's really stepping up to the plate for the Saints. Not much to shout and scream about in the second half, and lots of blocked shots at goal, couple of bits of offside, and it's a bit of a damn squid in the end. This effort from Oriol Romeu kind of summoned things up in the second half, as you can see on his face there. And in the end it has finished 1-0, so 2 1-0 wins at home in a row for the Saints, where they've been the underdogs against Chelsea and now against Arsenal. Arsenal have been desperately poor, but the Saints won't care. It's 6 points in the bag now in the last 2 games. That's fantastic form. That win there has been absolutely instrumental for us then, as we'll have a look at the Premier League table. Southampton see themselves in 7th still, but look, they're level with Arsenal on 57 points, and that's a fantastic platform to move forward on. Can we capitalise with the last 5 games to go in the Premier League season? We'll have to see. Next up it's Brighton away from home, and then we've got another home game, this time against Crystal Palace. Let's see how we get on. Down at the Amex we are then for the derby between Brighton of Albion and Southampton here. And it's an overcast day down on the south coast. It's going to be a tight one, I'm sure, with Brighton playing 5 at the back. Southampton have got the work cut out if they want to get some goals today. Then we can see on the front foot, beautiful raked ball out on the left hand side. Martinelli skipped it forward brilliantly. That cross coming in and just hacked away in time by Brighton. They've set the stall out to be compact, certainly as we start the game. Brighton coming forward then, having a chance of their own. A brilliant ball forwards here to Mina, and it's a good save from Edgar Badea, who made himself quite large coming out from his line there. Southampton on the counter-attack, and there's room on the left hand side here. Jordan Larson finding Martinelli, chip ball forwards, Nathan Redmond, surely, and he's dragged it wide. You'd put your mortgage on Nathan Redmond finishing that, wouldn't you? Dear me. Counter-attack here for Southampton. Oh, gorgeously flicked inside, and then Redmond looks for Martinelli, checks that he's onside. He's played him in, touch, and it's a gorgeous finish there for 1-0. Patience in the end. To say the first goal is the hardest, and they've had to be quite patient waiting for their right chance. Southampton take the lead at the Amex, and that could be pivotal for the last 5 games in the season. Excellent play from Redmond. Just checked that Martinelli was definitely onside, took a touch and opened his body up, placed into the far corner. Well done. Ward-Prowse then raked ball out onto the right hand side. Nico Mohamed, who's been a bit of a nuisance, in and then across. It's 2 now. Martinelli, he's had one with his right and now one with his left. A brace for him, and surely that's got to be the 3 points for the Saints now. Devastating counter-attack play from Southampton. Looked like he could have been offside. He must have been pretty tight, and Martinelli makes no mistake. Easy tap-in finish there for the youngster. And Graham Potter really frustrated after they were so tight and compact in the first half. Both of them then in the end. Brighton then look to come forward as they attempt to get something out of the game now, with Sebastian Gross looking forwards now. A little interchange there, and the ball wonderfully won by Oriol Romeu there. Jordan Larson, there's room on the right hand side now. It's Mohamed, surges forward with Brighton committing men forwards. It's Mohamed, surely this is going to be 3, drilled across. Larson makes it 3, he gets in on the act. And Brighton have been dismantled here in the second half. Devastating play from the Saints, and they just can't catch up with Mohamed, who's got some gas left in the tank. Squirts the ball across and it's easy for Larson. Larson took his time well. Martinelli now on the left hand side. He's on a hat-trick of course, and Martinelli, unselfish cross along. Oh, and it's safe, point blank range from Sanchez. And then easy again from Martinelli. Southampton not done yet. 10 minutes left in the game, and another counter-attack comes forward now. There's room on the right hand side for Malamed. He skips past his man. Can we get the fourth goal? Cross comes in, and there's Martinelli. He gets his hat-trick, and not only does he get a hat-trick, he gets a perfect hat-trick as well. One with the left, one with the right, and now buried away with his head. And it's Brighton 0, Southampton 4. There's a more to come. Oh, flicks are here. Party trick's coming out the bag now. Could it be 5? Cross comes in, and he's shinned it. But Sanchez, let's have a look at that. He's just controlled it nicely for the keeper. How good of him. It finishes 4-0, and that's a statement of intent from the Saints as we press forward to the last knock-ins of the Premier League season. Wonderful game for the Saints. After 3 tough looking fixtures, we've got a more straightforward one now in the shape of Crystal Palace, who make the journey slightly further south down to the south coast at St Mary's. Southampton looking to get forward on the front foot then, with Jordan Larson spreading the ball out wide to Nico Malavid, and a lovely give and go. Jordan Larson with a chance to open the scoring, and he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Disappointing for him there. That was a clear-cut chance, and there could have been 1-0 already in the game. Comfortable height for the goalkeeper. Nice save for him. Then Southampton forward again. It's Martinelli who slides in Nathan Redmond, and it's a gorgeous little dinked finish for 1-0. Absolutely superb play for Southampton. But look, it's been given offside. We need to have a little check of that. Lino is straight up there with a flag. As the ball gets played through, it's tight as a nun's chuff, isn't it? Redmond's desperately disappointed. That was almost 1-0 for the home side. Southampton then with Gallagher, and then Edouard. Little drag back from him, feeds Gallagher, good touch, and it's 1-0 to the away team then. Against the run of play, Crystal Palace take the lead, and it's delight for the young lad Gallagher. Number 23 there, who took his goal well. Nice little interchange with him and Edouard. And the away fans are very, very happy with that. Southampton usually very stingy in defence. Little drag back here from Edouard. Just feeds Gallagher in, touch, and slotted away very well. Fair play to the lad. Took a little touch. He's actually sliced it. He's got a little bit lucky, hasn't he? Keeper has absolutely no chance, but Palace will definitely take that for 1-0. Southampton looking to get back into it now with Nathan Redmond. Gorgeous little ball. Touch. Finish from Larson. Beautiful football. And that's 1-1. That game evened up then, with it all to play for now. And hopefully Southampton can just take it on the front foot and get the 3 points from there. Excellent little ball. Drilled through. It's a touch, and then onto his wrong foot, his right foot. Very confidently struck away from Jordan Larson, who's been indispensable really. James Ward-Prowse then looks up, has a shot from range. Keeper looks a little bit worried there, as just as we're in toward half time. Frustration for Font. Calmness from Patrick Vieira. Tale of two managers then, as we end the first half. Late in the second half now, Mitchell on the left hand side finds Schlupp, who drills it, and it's a fantastic save from Egabadia. Saves our bacon once more. Game deadlocked at 1-1, and it's been Palace that have been the better team in the second half. Corner then with Hughes, and he's just going to swing it out, and it's a header after a free header from Hector, and it's 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Southampton devastated. Palace celebrate with their away fans. They can't believe the look. It was a simple set play move, and Southampton got to do a lot better here. Out swinging corner, and he just gets ahead of his man there. Very well timed header, and the keeper couldn't get a hand to it there. Disappointing for the home team. Very disappointing with little time left on the clock. Given away there, it's Meza. Edouard skips forwards. Good strength from him. It's Meza back to Edouard. Feeds Eze. 3-1. Good night. And Southampton can't believe what has happened here. It's gone from 1-1 as Southampton finished in the first half level. And Crystal Palace have just ran away with things in the second half. Clutch play from them. Fair play, you can't really argue against it. But Southampton have just laid back. They've been in third gear this second half. And Eze with a really beautifully timed finish there, first time. And it's going to finish that way. 3-1 Southampton, and the past 3 games for 3-1 Palace rather, and the past 3 games for Southampton down the pan a little bit as they stutter with their progress at the last stage of the Premier League season. Patrick Vieira rather delighted, he'll definitely take that, and it's finished Crystal Palace 3, Southampton 1. Cheeky little email lands on the desk then. Adam Armstrong cleared to return to training after his injury. He can now play a part perhaps in some games, and he'd be a fantastic player to have available on the bench just in case we need him. Could this be the boost that we need just to get ourselves over the line with a few games left in the season? We're going to make sure then that Adam Armstrong gets himself on the bench just in case we need him. You never know what happens in football. The last dying minutes he could just come off the bench and score the game winning goal for us, so we'll have him just there, just for that eventuality, hopefully. Brentford then against Southampton, not too many games left, and it's Brentford who start on the front foot. Southampton looking to hack things away. It's Romeo who starts the move. Oh my life, that's a disgraceful challenge from Ivan Toney, and he's just got himself a yellow card, that's all. He's come in from behind, nowhere near the ball. He could have taken his Achilles out. Oh my days, how has he got away with a yellow card there? Unbelievable scenes. Referee's wearing a red and white top underneath there. Anyway, Ivan Toney then comes away with things, shouldn't be on the pitch, but here's Modeste. Ivan Toney looks for the give and go. He gets it back. Ivan Toney's left foot shot, good save from Badia. Did well. And now Ivan Toney again. Good play from Brentford. They've been very positive so far. Ivan Toney on that left foot of his. Look to see who has around him. Thompson in towards an good effort there from Fosu. Could have been 1-0. Nice play from Brentford, and Southampton up against it. Here's Ward-Prowse then coming forwards. Romeo, oh my days, that's another horrible challenge. It could have been a red card. Anyway, Martinelli crosses on. Larson couldn't make it 1-0. And now Nico Malamed on the right hand side wants that give and go. Around the corner comes Malamed. Strides away with it, chance to make it 1-0. This could be it. Unselfish and blocked from Larson. Should Malamed have gone for it himself? Brentford then, second half now. On that right hand side, in towards his Silva. Gets past Salisu too easily, in towards Toney. Shouldn't be on the pitch, but the lad makes it 1-0. He runs away with it. He should be running straight off the pitch. Disgraceful play from him this afternoon, but he gets the goal. It's far too easy for Brentford. Salisu should be disappointed there. The keeper's got no chance. It's 1-0 Brentford. One then from Walker Peterson, lost straight away. Poor from him. Chance to make it 2-0 then for Brentford. There's space for them. It's Ivan Toney, surely not. But good save from Badia. Made himself big coming off his line there. Out swinging corner for Southampton. Malamed's going to take hold of it. Looks up. It's Larson with a cross and deep and in from Perrault, the left back for Southampton. What a clutch, important goal that could be for them. Pivotal in the way the season's going for Southampton. Pivotal in the game as well, for sure, when everything's been against them so far. Fantastically taken header, and the away fans erupt in support. Let's have a little look at this. Ball comes in from the left hand side, and it's a really great aggressive flying header from the left back. Just when Southampton needed a man to step up, there it is. And what? Where could the game go from here? Brentford with Modeste, lovely play. It's Ivan Toney, good save again from Badia. How important has he been for Southampton? Still Brentford. And that's a foul there. Things just getting a little bit hairy, a little bit spicy in the final quarter of an hour here. Ward-Prowse then, lovely little ball over the top. Martinelli with some space and time. Can he make things 2-1? It's a good save. Drilled at that near post. Keeper does well. It's time to bring on then Adam Armstrong. The time is right. Off comes Larson, on comes Armstrong. We're going to just swap those two around. I think we'll take off Romeo as well, because he's absolutely shattered. He's been hacked to bits all game, and on comes a teenager, Fernandez, in his place then. 10 minutes to go, and here come the subs, and Off comes Romeo and Larson and Stuart Armstrong. We put the wrong Armstrong on. Oh my days. That's Scottish Stuart Armstrong, who's about as instrumental as a chocolate fire guard. Let's get him straight off. Massive mistake for that. Can't be having Stuart on, and we haven't. Oh my days, we haven't got Adam Armstrong on the bench. He's been left back at the club. Someone's getting fired for this, and it's not Jose Font. Wasn't his responsibility, I'm sure. What we're going to do is going to be Theo Walcott. This is going to be the record for the shortest amount of game time for a player coming on. Stewie Armstrong's gone on, and he's going to turn around and jog straight off. Sorry lad, nothing personal. Well, it is. Anyway, head and hands. Sorry mate. Here comes Theo Walcott on. Corner then for Southampton. 10 minutes left. It's a short one. Malamed. He's going to dink it over, and it's Fernandez with a gorgeous little header. Little teenage 18-year-old Fernandez, Emilio Fernandez, and he's got the balls to celebrate as well in front of the Brentford fans. I like this lad. Unbelievable scenes. He comes straight off the bench, leaps like a salmon. Let's have a look at this. Lovely little cross in, and he leaps up. Fantastic header. What's the keeper doing there? Let's have a look at this. Good header. Look at his hands. He's moved his hands down away from the ball. I think the keeper's got money on Southampton today. Naughty play from him, but Font doesn't care. We're going to have a look at this. I've never seen anything like that. Into the replay. Lovely play from Malamed. Spots the runner. 18-year-old Emilio Fernandez jumps up. Quality header, and hands move away. Look at that. Unbelievable scenes. Match fixing allegations up Moulton Road for sure. That's got to be keeper's ball. Good header, but keeper's ball. Keeper's ball. Keeper's ball. Oh no. Oh dear. It goes in under his nose. FA are going to be writing in. Premier League are going to be on the phone. Lawyers coming in. Suits want to have a look at this. Anyway, here comes Brentford. Relegation fodder, but they're fighting. It's Tony. Oh, what a good save from Badia. 5 minutes left on the clock. Southampton clinging on here. It's a wonderful save from the keeper again. Corner for Brentford. It's an outswinger. Oh, it's another save. Hacked off the line. Bednarek can't get it away. Still Brentford. And oh my life, what a save. What a man. What a specimen Edgar Badia is. Look at this. Drilled shot, and he's got the strength of that right hand to palm it sideways. Tony, can he spoil things further for Southampton? At the last knockings of the game, Ivan Toney. Oh, it's a good ball. It's Jansen to make it 2-2. Oh, good block from Salisu. Walker Peters hacks away, and it finishes there. Somehow Southampton have walked away in this game with 3 points. Everything's gone on. We've had possible red cards. We've had match fixing allegations. We've had unbelievable goalkeeping. And Brentford come away with nothing. You could argue deservedly so for the state of their tackling in the first half. Credit goes out to Enzo Fernandez, little 18-year-old coming off the bench with a fantastic header. But this game had everything. Breathtaking game in the capital. It's finished. Brentford 1, Southampton 2. So here we go then, we're going to make sure we get the right Armstrong on the bench today. No Stewie Armstrong, we'll have Adam Thanks, and he's not fully fit of course, so he's not going to be starting, but he might just come up with a game-winning goal, you never know. So he's there on the bench. Here we are then. St Mary's Stadium getting their last hurrah of the season. They host Liverpool, and it's not going to be easy for Southampton of course. Liverpool chasing down Champions League football, neck and neck with Chelsea. And they've got their own battles to fight, so definitely not one thinking about the summer days of the players. It's going to be a tough old game, and we'll get things away with Liverpool looking sharp. Keita looking out for Sadio Mane on the left hand side. Some twinkly toes from him, feet in Firmino, and bang, 1-0. And suddenly the realisation of Southampton's task is upon us. Nothing we could do there. Sadio Mane is just too quick for us, and Firmino makes no mistake whatsoever. Lovely play from the visiting team. Inside, first time finish. Keeper's got absolutely no chance whatsoever there. Quality goal. He's had a decent season, and Southampton find themselves 1-0 down. Don't give up though, of course. We're resilient down on the south coast. Inside comes Jordan Larson, comes forward, and the referee's blown up there. It's a penalty, and it didn't look like there was very much in it at all. Konate, the man, aggrieved. And let's have a look at this. Shoulder to shoulder, and Jordan Larson's gone down very softly there, rightly annoyed. He's desperately trying to ensure Champions League football for the Merseysiders. But here comes James Ward-Prowse, captain fantastic. Can he level things up here to Mary's? Which way will Alisson go? James fills it down the middle, cool as a cucumber from the skipper. And it was never in doubt, was it? Massive pivotal goal again we see at St Mary's, and James from the fans, they roar now with added hope, and James Ward-Prowse, he just waited for the keeper to make a little muscle movement, just commit one side, and then he drills it down and play from the skipper, and it's 1-1. With a bit between the teeth now, Southampton, because Liverpool have pressed so hard. There's gaps in behind. Malamed, ball across. Oh, and a scorpion kick from Martinelli there. There's just so much pace. There's so much space behind Liverpool's fullback when they overcommit. And here again, we've got Martinelli. Loads of room to run into. Martinelli, there's a deep cross on, and it's... Oh my God! Look at that finish from Jordan Larson. It's an enormous goal for importance and for quality. You sip that tea, Bonnie lad. What a hit from the Swede here. Superb deep cross here. It's just a little bit too deep, but he stretches with a scissor kick, and it's absolutely sensational. Look at this. Straight in the air. It's inch perfect. Alisson cannot get a fingernail on it. And it's in, off the crossbar, down onto the turf before Alisson's even hit the deck. Jose Font absolutely loved it. He said, go on, son. More now from Southampton. They're really pushing things forward now, but Liverpool break things up in the centre of midfield with Keita. Keita again. Looks for Sadio Mane on that left hand side once more. What can he conjure up this time? Cross blocked from Morgan Peters. And this is inch towards half time. It's a good time to score. Oh, go on then. We'll have another little look at this. Oh, inject it into me. Just savour that again and again. Is that our goal of the season? We'll have to see. Anyway, here's the corner then from Liverpool. Great time to score for them if they can manage it. It's Naby Keita who gets through, and it's Thiago straight at the goalkeeper. And Southampton get away with one there. Counter-attack on though. Nico Manaled with some pace. Pace to burn on the right hand side. There's numbers coming forward for Southampton here. Great chance to make it 3-1. And does. It's Gabby Martinelli with a beautiful cushioned finish. And it is 3-1 Southampton. They've come up from 1-0 down at St Mary's, and the crowd are absolutely loving it. Scenes here in a beautiful May summer's day. Gorgeous crossover and just cushioned with the outside of his foot. Calm as you like, son. How do you like that? Calm as anything past the goalkeeper. And Southampton are serving up a treat for the home fans here. And surely that's got to be European football. Here come Liverpool then. Quick feet again for Mane. Keeps it in, dinks it up. And Firmino drives his head home. It's 3-2, and suddenly we've got a different game on now. Liverpool pressing forward with pressure. Mane did really well to keep that in play, and Firmino with an unstoppable header. And will we be in for a tense finish here at St Mary's? Last ball through the middle then for Martinelli. Can he make this? Done and dusted. He goes wide and he dinks, and just over Palms Alisson. Font frustrated, he said he should have just drilled it straight at the goal. Why was Martinelli? He saw Alisson off his line and he almost gets with it. Good goalkeeping. Southampton come forward again. They really want to close this game up. It's Martinelli. Chance. Surely it's going to be 4-2. Drags back. Melamed from the edge of the box. Good save, Alisson. Wasted opportunity almost there for Southampton. It's still 3-2. The final knock-ins of the game. Thiago again. Can't head it away, can Southampton. Oh, ball through the middle. Surely Firmino. Oh, rattles the frame of the goal. And that could have been a very different ending altogether as we're in the injury time. Heart and mouths here. Liverpool just can't quite get the result in their hunt for Champions League football, but Southampton have done it. They come away with 3 and Europa League football. Mission accomplished for Jose Font. They thought he was ambitious, but there it is. So then, nice little message coming in. We have received from the Premier League a nice prize pot of 165 million English pounds, which is a nice amount of dough, a nice amount of squiller going forward into next season if we're thinking about a Europa League run as well as domestic cups and the Premier League of course as well. Speaking of the Premier League, this is how we finish up. We finish up in 5th. Sorry Liverpool, they missed out on Champions League because of us, and we could have actually finished 4th almost had it not been for a poor goal difference in Chelsea, but it's a blessing in disguise because our squad depth would not be ready for a Champions League assault next season. So just going into the end of season awards, in terms of goals, no one's getting the golden boot in the Premier League this year, but Adam Armstrong, in an injury-plagued season, has done very well to get 11 goals in 27 appearances in the Premier League. He's been a solid player for us, chipped in with 6 assists as well, not too shabby at all for the 25-year-old. Then, looking at Jordan Larson, he stepped up for us this year. He's really stepped up when it's mattered the most, and he's made some fantastic contributions, some superb goals, and you can be rightly proud with 9 goals in 14 Premier League games. Gabriel Martinelli has done superbly as well. Young lad, 20 years of age, 9 goals, 4 assists, 13 contributions in 31 games. That's superb on that left-hand side for us in his first season down at St Mary's. James Ward-Prowse getting 14 goal contributions this season from defensive midfield is absolutely superb. Captain fantastic, and he's in the prime of his career at 27 years of age. Then Nathan Redmond there, he has 7 goals but 14 assists. The league leading assists this year has come from Nathan Redmond at Southampton in just 31 games as well. 21 contributions in 31 is absolutely brilliant, and especially since we've converted him from the left hand side into the cam, I think we'll be looking to keep that going into next season. So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really are our stars of the season, but of course there is another as well. If we're thinking of who's been the best player of the season, you know, you could look at Nathan Redmond with his 21 contributions in 31 games, but let's not forget about this fella here, Edgar Badia. He's only got 7 clean sheets, but my goodness, he's probably saved us about 9 to 12 points all on his own this season with some unbelievable goalkeeping and last-ditch efforts between the sticks. So it's a toss-up for me between him and Redmond. Let me know what you think down below. So we're going to end the video there, guys, on a really big high. Absolutely delighted with where Southampton have finished up. Finished the filming for this video now and the editing job begins, so hopefully I can get this out to you very soon. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you have so, please leave that like down below, and if you haven't already, then don't forget to subscribe as well. And if you haven't really enjoyed the episode, just leave a like anyway. It's nice to be nice, isn't it, this day and age? So drop that like, support the channel going forward into the future, and we'll hope to see you around next time. We're going to be looking hopefully at a bit of a goal of a season episode. I'm going to try and get that to you for a little bit of fun, and then we'll roll in to season 2 proper with some squad development work to be done. We want to increase the squad depth going into European competition, as well as 2 domestic cup runs and of course a Premier League. we'll have to be thinking to do better again next season. So can we push towards those Champions League spots? It'll be a fantastic drive to aim towards, and I'm excited to share that with you. For now though, we're going to end this one, and I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. I've been your average FIFA guy, and until next time, I'll see you later. Peace out.